So, you're an AP on the show,
I am.
director. What was the hardest role to fill?
Weirdly, the hardest role to cast was probably the role played by Gino Seegers. Um, Leslie had written this very specific character who was supposed to be innocent in a certain way, sweet in a certain way, have this amazing voice, be funny. It was a lot of things. It was hard to find. And here we had Gino Seegers, who had never done a television comedy. He had been a series regular on dramas before. And we really had to convince the network that this was the guy. But now there's no looking back. He's a real scene stealer in the pilot and in the series.
And then, how is it working with a first-time actor like Spencer?
Spencer is amazing. I find, and I directed the pilot of Modern Family, Life in Pieces, Single Parents, and in all of those shows, I found there's a tremendous jump between the pilot and series in terms of the skill level of the kids. It's exponential, and it has to do, I think, with the kids seeing themselves in the pilot. They see the takes we use, and they begin to understand why they were given the direction they were given. And that's no exception here with Spencer. He was great in the pilot, but he's been amazing in the series so far. He is so funny. You can't teach funny, and Spencer has that natural instinct. Yeah.
And then, if you could have any other show that you've worked on cross over into Perfect Harmonies, what would you go?
Okay, weirdly, I would cross Frasier into Perfect Harmony because I think there's a symbiotic relationship between Frasier's character and Bradley Whitford's character in this show.
So it's sort of been.
That's pretty interesting. Like, what can you elaborate a little bit?
Well, Bradley Whitford's character, Arthur Cochran, is a snob. In some situations, he's a bit of an a-hole. He has no filter. He doesn't worry about offending people. And that's sort of Frasier-esque. I think they're truth tellers and snobs in a similar comedic kind of way. I think Arthur Cochran, Bradley Whitford's character, has a little more Archie Bunker in him. He's more of a jerk than Frasier was. But I would still love to see the two of them having a drink together at a piano.
And then, what are your favorite comic archetypes?
I love unexpected comedic pairings. In this case, I love the relationship between Bradley Whitford's character and Anna Camp's character. It's very simple at its core. It's dark and light. It's optimism and pessimism. But what complicates it is that at their cores, they're actually the opposite person. Like, Anna Camp's character is a very sunny persona hiding a heart of darkness. And Bradley Whitford's character is a very cranky persona hiding a secret softie. And together they're going to kind of help each other find the ooey gooey center.
Who are your comedic icons?
I love serious comedy. So for that reason, I love Bill Murray. Bill Murray from the get-go understood that serious characters, serious performances, serious deliveries can be the most funny if executed just right. I'm a huge fan.
And then, if Bill was going to be on the show, where would you give him?
If Bill Murray was going to be on this show, it would be my last episode. I would hang it up after that. I would cast him perhaps as I don't know what I could do. I would think of the very best possible thing I could, or what he'd be more likely to agree to is a tiny extra role in the background that nobody would believe he did.
I feel like that would be much more Bill Murray. It's just he's the guy that has a heart attack in the backward.
I think, I would have him crossing through the background, possibly no lines. I think your pitch of a heart attack is good. Maybe just a tiny trip to get your attention. I don't know, something like that. Yeah.
All right, I'll see you in the room.
See you in the room. Thanks.